Some AC/DC to kick off this week's Saturday Drop It. Thunderstruck Works. If you were in the Inverness area last night.
And Dingwall last night.
Was it Dingwall as well? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I got a message from the mother being like, please send the thunderstorms our way.
Well,
yeah.
Everybody down south struggling, and I mean down south sort of Englandshire.
Yeah.
It's a bit toasty. Fortunately, we don't have that problem here because we are not in the studio. We're at the Inverness Highland Games, where it hasn't stopped raining since yesterday at 5 o'clock.
No, it didn't.
It's just an absolute washout. But we are kept nice and dry inside our lovely gazebo.
Our new gazebo.
Branded gazebo. So if you are coming along to the Highland Games today, feel free to pop in and say hello. Don't be put off by the rain.
Yeah, or the fact that we're next to the Stoltman Brother tent as well.
We are next to the Stoltman. We're going to send outside broadcast technician Ben to go and try and lift the 100-kilo dumbbell that they've got there to show off with.
I might give that a go too. I can lift a good 80.
Do you know what? I think that would make some great hashtag content right
there. Monitored hashtag content, because health and safety. Have we written a form out for this?
I do have there is a risk assessment, yes,
of course.
It has been completed.
Yeah.
So we should explain what the hospital radio is doing here today. Is that we have our wee tent where we're letting people know about hospital radio, that we're here, and having spoken to quite a lot of the other charities, nobody knew we were here, but that's all good. We're making.
We didn't know they were there too.
We're making up for lost time. We're going to get a couple of the charities to come along and say hello to us, and we'll get them on the air to speak to you as well. As well as that we've still got guest of the year.
Yep.
We've still got Beat Detective.
Thank God.
So much still to enjoy. And at the same time, in the background you can probably hear that we're also playing a game of Beat the Intro.
Because if anything's going to mix in with music and games, it's beat.
Exactly.
The word beat.
All the charity tents have got their thing that they do. Our thing is we are getting people to play Beat the Intro. So we've got a competitor who's just come up just now. So we'll go to a song, we'll see who our competitor is, and we'll maybe have a wee chat with them when we come back.
Sounds good to me.
And we're back here on your Saturday Drop-In. Drops out. The whole gang's here. It's like we're in the studio because we've got Rory. Hey, Rory. Rory's got his ice cream. He's happy. Jess is here. Shannon's here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah. I've got coffee.
You've got... Yeah, well,
coffee.
let's discuss that. So, as is there's a bit of a tradition that Jess does her show, Hits Different, which is now available on Catch Up. So you can go to hhr.scot/catch up to listen again to that show. And she always goes and gets me coffee from the Highlands table after the show.
She does.
So she went out and got me a coffee, and you know, it's fine.
I mean, the process is she asks you for money and then she goes get coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget about that. So she got me a coffee. It's fine. You sent your partner away for a coffee. And he's
do you know what? I
something.
didn't even send him. He just went. I've trained him well.
That's lovely, isn't it?
I've trained him very well.
Going on right now behind us, we have got people playing Beat the Intro. This is the sort of the draw, because you need to have a draw at these things. You need to have to say to people, come and see us.
Yeah. We failed at that quite miserably in some recent
At the moment
events.
though, Shannon, you've got your back to this.
I know.
This gorgeous little doggy that's sitting very politely. Just sitting. Shannon, go and say hello to the dog. Go and say hello to the dog.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
We're always distracted by
My
dogs.
dog will be very jealous.
So yeah, somebody is busy doing the Beat the Intro, where we play them. It's all UK number ones. Now, we had a show earlier on.
I was abysmal at it.
It was
absolutely abysmal.
It was okay. So we were wondering, if you wanted to have a shot, you can come along and see us if you come along to the Highland Games today. Or maybe we need to do a Beat the Intro more often in the studio.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get all of our guests to play Beat the Intro.
That's a good idea, and then we can do like a little leaderboard, a whole moment. I like that.
10 seconds to go.
Oh, there you go.
There's pressure though. There is pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's things? You've not been in for a couple of weeks. Where have you been?
I was away. I was down south.
Ooh.
I was in Milton Keynes, out of all the places to be.
Milton Keynes?
Milton Keynes.
As someone who was brought up in Livingston,
yeah.
I relate to Milton Keynes. I like it.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I went down for it was like a moving party / a 30th. It was a good day though. It was a good day. We made our uni cocktails, like you used to have a signature cocktail at your uni, and it's not much. It's just like very sugary drinks, and we were drinking it like it's almost 10 years down the line that we haven't had this.
Tell me this though, did you manage to bounce back as quickly as you used to be able to when you were a student?
You know what, we did, because it was like all day stuff.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah, it's good.
We were away down seeing
You
family.
were.
We got to go and stay in a hobbit hole.
A hobbit hole. It's all you can afford.
It's all we can afford these days. Yeah, things are tough. So that's our wee catch up. In a moment's time, we're going to be joined by our first guest. Michael is coming in to speak to us from Erskine, but we'll go to a song first. When we come back, we'll hear more about the charity that he's involved in and what they're doing here at the Highland Games today. We'll be back after this. And we're still here at the Inverness Highland Games.
You're stuck with us.
It's stuck with us, at least till 2 o'clock. And we've been joined here. We've got to give you an idea of what our view is outside, because we are obviously hiding inside from the rain. We've got this little window of the world, and we've got some charities and organisations sitting opposite us. One of them says erskine.org.uk. So I went across to speak to them earlier on. And Michael from the Erskine Veterans Charities come along to see us. So Michael, welcome along. Thanks for coming in to take the time to say hello to us. Why do you tell us about the Erskine charity? It's maybe one that people don't know about, but tell us about it.
Yeah, thanks Tom, thanks for having us on today. So yeah, Erskine's actually a charity that's been supporting veterans for 110 years. We started supporting veterans back during World War I. It was a hospital for veterans that had lost limbs to come and get support. We were actually like a pioneering hospital back in 1916 to support these veterans that may, like I said, may have lost limbs, and the hospital was one of the first in the world to support people with artificial limbs. So we're 110 years old this year.
So is this just one location? I mean, what's the sort of ethos for Erskine now? Presumably you're here in the Highlands, so you must support people in the Highlands. How does that support take place?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So we, until last year, we were mostly based in the Central Belt. Our biggest service is down in Erskine, which is just outside Glasgow. We have a care home also in Edinburgh, but up in the north of Scotland, in Forres, we have a Veterans Activity Centre, which is right in the middle of town. So there, veterans can come between Monday and Friday and get involved in loads of different things. There's a lot of it's to support mental health, so it's like there's counselling, there's massage therapy, there's a gym, there's an area just for the veterans to come, have a cup of tea, get the banter. There's an art room, there's days out, model making, and in the year and a half we've been open, we've supported over 700 veterans in that time. So they come from all over the place. A lot of them are in Murray, but we do have them coming for the Highlands as well.
The one thing we always really like to focus on Hospital Radio and Saturday Drop-In is mental health.
Yeah.
We've had lots of charities come and speak to us, and I know, again, sort of historically, Erskine, it would have been a lot more, straightforward. People with injuries, for example. But it's important that the development of mental health care is being brought forward, because, of course, our armed forces who go out and they're in all sorts of conditions, they have lifelong issues. Even if they've not suffered a physical injury, the mental injuries that must be involved as well. It's really important that your charity's focused on that as well.
Yeah, it's a really good point, Tom. So we, as a charity, we're always looking to try and stay as relevant as possible for today's veterans. So like you said, 110 years ago, it was more about supporting veterans with physical injury, which we still do, but when veterans leave the forces, there's a big culture shock between just like them going into Civvy Street and adapting things that we take for granted, like paying bills, making appointments, all that kind of thing. They've had that done all their life, and even just the whole mindset and the ethos when coming into Civvy Street and missing that camaraderie, and that's what our centre provides. So we've had several veterans saying, "You've saved my life," hundreds saying, "You've changed my life." So that is a big part of what the centre does. It is about supporting them with their mental health support, and a lot of it is also peer support. Although we have counselling, a lot of the veterans say just having somebody that understands what they've gone through is as good as anything, and that's what we're all about.
That's really an interesting point, because people are in the armed forces. I know that your partner Shannon had a father who was in the armed forces. They spend their whole career there, but it's quite structured. They're sort of told what to do, when to do it. They're and then they come out, and all of a sudden it's like, well,
it's
what
a bit
do
of
I
a
do?
variation, isn't it? Of you can do it, but there's also this that you can do, and
And again, missing the pals that they've made, or the people they've lived with and served with. Really important that the charity's offering that support as well. So this is over in Forres, did you say?
It's at the old the old Victoria Hotel. It's just in the middle of town, just down from the town centre. So if any of your listeners are veterans or our family of veterans or are looking to support a charity, then we'd love to see you there as well. So best thing you can do is just go online and look up Erskine Veterans Activity Centre for us, and you'll find it there.
That's brilliant. Well, look, it's nice of us to meet each other because we're neighbours today, as you're on opposite us on the other side of the street here.
It's fine and warm in here, that's for sure.
Well, there's plenty of bodies, there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
So what we're hoping is we will certainly point people towards erskine.org.uk for more information, and hopefully you can come in and see us in the studio sometime, Michael, and kind of another chat and less wet surroundings.
Yeah.
It's Tapao and China in Your Hand. We are playing Guess the Year on Highland Hospital Radio live from the Inverness Highland Games, and there's controversy already. Shannon, what have I done?
You've put the running order on the template that we're not allowed to write on.
One of the things that I always complain about is how our OneDrive is managed, and I have made a mistake there. I admit it. Tom Nelson has made a mistake. Can you believe it?
I like the fact that you've admitted that, to be fair.
I've made quite a lot of mistakes this morning because, there was forgetting the headphones for the big game that we're playing today.
My tripod.
Forgot your tripod.
Yeah.
Lost some passes, but then found them again after I sent Terry to the studio to find them. Should we say hello to everybody? So, who's all here? Shannon's here.
I'm here.
Terry, you're here.
I'm here.
Terry's here. Iain is there. Iain Mack. Helen McPherson's here. Rory's here. Shannon's Jess is still here. Jess is here, but she's having some chips and cheese. However, there's a complaint. There's no cheese apparently. Outside in the rain, trying to draw people in is
They're doing
Ben
such
and
a
Ali.
good job.
They are. Yeah, well, we
Such
can discuss
a
that.
good job.
They're waving. They're saying hello.
Go and sell some totes.
Draw some people in. We need visitors. Oh, a tote. I'll sell you a tote. So it's time to play Guess the Year.
Yep.
Would you like to start? Well, first of all, why didn't I tell you about that song? That was the 5th highest selling song of the year, taken from the album Bridge of Spies, which itself would be the 8th best-selling album of the year. China in Your Hand, Tapao. Also, it features in our music and radio, Shannon.
Does it?
It does.
Oh, it does. In music and radio, Bruno Brooks reveals the 600 UK number one single on the Radio 1 chart show as China in Your Hand by Tapao. To mark the musical milestone, over the next 3 weeks, Radio 1 plays all 600 singles to have reached the number one since the UK singles chart was launched in 1952. BBC Radio begins broadcasting in frequency modulation, or FM if you prefer,
Indeed.
in London, with the full national FM rollout taking place the next year. Ireland's Johnny Logan wins the Eurovision Song Contest held in Brussels, Belgium. Ireland's Johnny with the song Hold Me Now, making him the first artist to win the song contest twice. The UK's entry, Only the Light by Ricky, finishes in 13th place. That's not bad.
That's not
like
bad. That's respectable. But it was only about 16 teams back then. I think,
was it
so,
16? Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Now, Terry's interest peaks there, and he was as soon as you mentioned Eurovision, and the two Eurovision sort of quiz gurus are discussing amongst themselves. Well, I mean, it could be, it might not be.
It could be. It's not, sorry.
MTV, Thundercats, makes its UK TV debut on BBC One. This series follows the adventures of a group of cat-like humanoid aliens featuring Lion-O, Panthro, Tigra, Chitara, and their nasty nemesis, Mumra. Can you tell that I like that?
I think
that
you really like Thundercats, yeah.
John Thaw appears for the first time as Inspector Morse. ITV adapted the Colin Dexter novels to television, with the series running for 7 series, spawning a spin-off and a prequel. Quick flash quiz. What was the prequel and the sequel to Inspector Morse?
Lewis
was the spin-off. The prequel was...
Ebenezer. No, Ebenezer. No, Endeavour. Thank you.
Ebenezer.
It was an E.
Ebenezer
Morse.
Right?
Could you imagine?
This was also the year that Princess Anne famously appeared alongside Emlyn Hughes on BBC panel show A Question of Sport.
That's hilarious.
The appearance came about because Emlyn Hughes had incorrectly mistaken the Princess Anne for a jockey, a male jockey no less, John Reid, a few weeks earlier. So the joke led to her coming onto the show to wind him up.
Amazing.
The most watched TV show of this year was right at the beginning of the year. It was on the 1st of January, as 28 million viewers tuned in to watch the aftermath of Den Watts serving his wife Angie with divorce papers seen on the Christmas Day episode a week earlier. We've got some born in this year, if that helps.
Yes, we do. On the 9th of July, Paolo Nutini was born. If you don't know who Paolo Nutini is, get out, basically.
Who Paolo Nutini is? Quick pop quiz. Okay, that's
okay. Bye, Jess.
There you go. Jess is leaving.
On the 11th of April, we have Joss Stone, who is a singer. 4th of June, Molly King, singer, as in the Saturdays. Also, she's a radio presenter.
Right, okay, sorry. Speak to Wikipedia.
It's all right. 6th of June, you've got Carl Falconer from The View. The 6th of July is Kate Nash. The 19th of July is Nicola Benedetti, who's a violinist. And then the 25th of August, you've got the one and only Amy McDonald.
Amy McDonald was born in our midst.
Yeah, she's got a birthday coming up soon if it's August.
Can I give... Oh, we're going to go to the box office, are we?
Might as well.
Rory's here. Rory's going to come in. He's the box office.
I mean, I didn't
expert.
say box office, but...
Okay. Right, well, let's go to the box office.
At the movies, according to Box Office Mojo, good stuff. At 5, we have Moonstruck with $80.6 million. Loretta Castroni?
Will do, yeah.
A bookkeeper from Brooklyn, New York finds herself in a difficult situation when she falls for the brother of the man she's agreed to marry. That sounds weird. At 4th, Good Morning Vietnam.
I love this one. I can do the intro of the radio show. I'm not doing it now.
$123.9 million. In 1965, an unorthodox and irreverent DJ named Adrian. This is targeted. What is this?
Adrian, this is targeted. Yes, that guy.
The second name, Proner.
Proner.
Begin to shake up things when he's assigned to the U.S. Armed Services.
There are allegations on this show that I give the awkward pronunciations to my fellow presenters, so that could be the case.
I think it is.
Yeah. At 3rd place, we have Beverly Hills Cop 2 with $153.6 million. Axel Foley returns to Beverly Hills to help Taggart and Rosewood investigate Chief Bognall's near-fatal shooting and a series of alphabet crimes associated with it. I think that's pretty good. I like the movies. Beverly Hills Cop, pretty good. At 2nd, we have Fatal Attraction, the $156.6 million. A married man's one-night stand comes back to haunt him when that lover begins to stalk him and his family. That sounds cheery. At 1, we have three Men and a Baby at $167.7 million. 67? Nothing? No. Jack Holden and his friends, Peter and Michael, spend most of their time having flings with several women in their apartment. Their life changes when a mysterious baby appears at their doorstep.
It's a good year for movies.
It is, yeah.
What about the sport, Shannon?
In sports, there was the inaugural Rugby World Cup takes place in joint host countries Australia and New Zealand. The final would see New Zealand overcome France to lift the title. The Scottish World Cup was
Scottish World Cup?
Yeah.
Scottish Cup final.
Scottish Cup final, that one. Was contested by St Mirren and Dundee United, with the Paisley side, yes, that's St Mirren, Shannon, winning by 1-0. And finally, at Wimbledon, Martina Navratilova, that'll do, would lift the women's single title, with Pat Cash taking the men's.
Awesome. We've got some big news from this year. The Inverness Highland Games celebrates its 150th anniversary. So I'm sure everybody on the Highland Hospital radio team has done their research and knows the year that the first games took place.
I mean, the research is just talk to Terry, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That should be a lifeline. Talk to Terry.
This year's event would see Olympic gold medalist Alan Wells take part in the 100 and 200 metre events. His records of 10.5 seconds and 22.2 seconds respectively still stand as the fastest times recorded at the Games events. Well, there's your clues.
But can you guess the year?
Can you guess the year? Get in touch with the studio at hhr.scot or send us a WhatsApp 01463 704 500. I've got one more song for you for our Guess the Year to give you a little help towards it. We've got some Dire Straits taken from the album Brothers in Arms, which would only achieve number 36 in the best-selling album chart of the year, but that didn't stop the album receiving the Album of the Year award at the Brits. Taken from said album, I've got some Walk of Life for you. Dire Straits. So it's Dire Straits, Walk of Life, here on Highland Hospital Radio. You're listening to the Saturday drop-in, which is dropped out.
We have dropped out.
To the Inverness Highland Games. The signal hasn't dropped out, which is a miracle, frankly.
Because sometimes we have had that. And it's been a bit...
Your description earlier was, at least we're not in the abyss.
The abyss.
Which is where we usually are.
Yeah.
Belladrum and Woodstock.
Woodstocks was an interesting one. There was climbing involved. There was a whole thing.
I brought extra aerials and stuff, but we've not had to use them so far. Anyway, we were playing Guess the Year, so we had all of our clues there. Now, we went round the room. Rory is left, but Rory said 84. Shannon said 83.
I said 83.
Terry Henderson said 86. Helen, I don't know if Helen had a guess.
Helen, what year are you?
Helen,
Did you have a guess at Guess the Year, or have you missed all the clues on Guess the Year? That's fine. Don't worry. It's
like
fine.
most people for the
Fine,
drop-in,
it's
they
fine.
don't listen.
Well, we're too late. We're announcing who the winner is.
Yeah.
Because the year was... Yes, it was 1987.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can get a sweetie, and well
Iain
done.
Mac.
He's taking his prize.
Mawam.
Iain is
Mawam.
taking a sweetie from the sweetie jar that we have here.
Bit of embrace there. That is Gravity on Highland Hospital Radio. We have dropped out of the drop-in because we are currently at the Inverness Highland Games, and it's been quite amusing actually, hasn't it, Rory?
Oh, it's so good.
Rory. We've lost Tom.
We
Tom
have,
is
yeah,
just
he's gone.
luring people into the tent.
I'm here. I'm luring.
You're luring, exactly. That's what I was
Maybe
saying.
a sweetie bowl to see if anyone wants to come in.
Because that's not weird whatsoever.
Yeah,
so
no.
me and Rory are here just holding on for it. We did have a bit of a technical issue, didn't we?
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi decided it would drop out. We were so positive about it in the first hour that it just decided otherwise. So later on in the hour, we've got Beat Detective coming up.
Ooh, nice.
We're just going to have some chit-chat. Have you been to the games before?
No, never.
Is this your first games?
Yeah, it's really nice.
What's your thought on this games?
It's cool. The Stoltman brothers are very cool, right
They are
beside
very
us.
cool. Yeah, we
Bit
might have to
daunting.
pop over to try their 100k dumbbell test thing.
That'd be cool.
Going on.
Tom Stoltman versus Tom Nelson coming soon,
Yeah,
hopefully.
hopefully we're getting arm wrestles sorted with Tom Stoltman and Tom Nelson. Oh, we've got the cadets coming over. So yeah, we've got Beat Detective, got more chat, more interviews coming your way as well. If you're in the Highland Games today as well, we have Beat the intro. We've actually had quite a few people going on for it. We've got loads of people getting at least one. So if you can get at least one, you are on the
Unlike
leaderboards.
me.
You got one. You got one.
I got
We
a
gave-
fake one.
Yeah, we gave you a little guilty one because we felt bad, didn't we, Rory? You have lured a couple of people in from the Sea Cadets.
We need to stop saying that I've lured people because it doesn't come across very well. We are playing our Beat the Intro, and what I've done is I've raced across to the Sea Cadets. Now, they've come prepared, Shannon, because they've got a boat. They have brought a boat with them, and they've got a life ring as well. So they have come prepared for the weather. We've got two of the Sea Cadets are here with us. This is Daisy and Amy, and they've just played our Beat the Intro. Daisy, you got 3. Amy, your score's just getting written up just now. What's the what? Oh, it was 1, but that's okay. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
So tell us, you are Sea Cadets. So what does that mean? What do you guys get up to?
So what we do is on a Tuesday we have our senior cadets come in, and we come in and we have our parade night where we do modules and learn about things in the Sea Cadets and with the Royal Navy. On Thursdays we have our junior section, which is about 10 to 12, and they come in and they do lots of fun activities like arts and crafts, etc. And on a Sunday we all go out boating together. We do kayaking, we do rowing, sailing, powerboating, you name it, we probably do it.
That sounds really interesting, really exciting as well. So what age ranges are we talking? You said seniors. What would that for? If somebody was interested in Sea Cadets, what's the age brackets?
So for the actual cadets you've got to be 12 to 18, and for the juniors you've got to be 10 to 12.
Great. And whereabouts is this? Whereabouts do you do your events?
So we're based in South Keswick, but we do our boating at the Muirton Basin.
Oh, brilliant. So Amy, what do you like most about Sea Cadets? What's your favourite thing?
Probably boating, going on power and paddling.
And what do you think you learn important skills? Maybe like life-saving skills? Is that part of it?
You learn a lot of different types. You learn about the weather and saving lives and all about that stuff.
Because it must be really important that we hear a lot of people get into trouble in the water, particularly around about summertime. Would you say that as a Sea Cadet you've been given instructions by your leaders about staying out the water to stay safe, but if anything ever happened, like for example how to call it the Coast Guard, is that part of your skills?
Definitely, we go through the full radio procedures of how to contact like the Coast Guard if you're actually out in the water. We do a lot of first aid, so you can do your basic first aid all the way up to your first aid at work, which is also a qualification you can use outside of cadets.
That is really interesting. It's brilliant that you say that there's things you can learn that are really useful, not just as activities at Sea Cadets, but once you go into sort of work and stuff. So would you recommend Sea Cadets to people your age to come and join?
Absolutely, it was the best thing I think I've ever done. It properly got me out of my shell when I was younger, and like I've gone from being a shy little girl and now I'm part of the national cadet voice team and I help with cadets across the UK.
And do you think that you would take this forward to like become a leader in the cadets, or do you think you mentioned the Royal Navy, is that something you might think about as you grow up?
Absolutely. So I'm in my last year now, so I'm looking, after this first year I'm going to come back as staff, and after I've gone through uni I'm planning on applying to the Navy to be a medical officer.
Well, Daisy, all the very best and good luck with that. Amy, do you prefer doing Sea Cadets or trying to guess number one hits at the hospital radio tent?
100% Sea Cadets.
That's alright, that's the correct answer. Daisy and Amy from the Sea Cadets, thank you so much for coming to speak to us on the drop-in.
It is time for Beat Detective. Now, if you don't know what Beat Detective is, it is the last song of the show, because we're all looking forward to that, has been cryptically hidden in a couple of clues. So for this week, your artist will be 3 words, dark brown soil material on heavy fuel oil, and your song is also 3. There are over 60 of these among this Highland freshwater space. So your clues are, again, artist is 3 words, dark brown soil material and heavy fuel oil. Your song is 3 words. Again, there are over 60 of these amongst this Highland freshwater space. If you want to pop in your clues, you can email us. It's studio@hhr.scot, or you can WhatsApp us. It's 01463 704 500. Or if you're in the Highlands and you're listening on the app as well, come have a message. It's all on social media for you as well. So it's Highland Hospital Radio on Facebook and Instagram, which is where you'll find the written format of this. But we won't tell you until we are ready to play the last song.
So it's Tom here on the Saturday drop-in. I've left the tent in a joke element to try and see how far away from the tent I can get with the microphone still working. I've come across to the cat's protection tent, and I'm here with David. David!
Hiya, how you doing?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, how are you enjoying today?
Wonderful Greek weather.
The thing is, you can't be Scottish and complain about the weather, but
exactly.
it's giving us a run for the money today, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, you're here for Cats Protection, you're here to try and raise money and also just information about what you do. So what is Cat Protection?
Cats Protection has been going for nearly 100 years now, so I fundraise for Cats Protection all over Scotland, so trying to get a wee bit of support today from the Inverness Highland Games. Mm-hmm. So we've never put a healthy cat to sleep, so we're very proud of that fact. So we're basically trying to raise funds for that. Yeah.
So do you have rehoming centres here in the Highlands? How does that work?
Well, we only have 3 rehoming centres in the whole of Scotland.
Oh, right.
So that's one of the main reasons I'm up here as well, just to raise funds for that as well.
Well, hopefully the weather's not putting people off. It's certainly, I know me personally, I've got a couple of cats myself,
right.
Who came through rescue centres and stuff, so it's really important to me. So I hope you get some money, and all the best for enjoy your day.
No, thanking you.
No a problem. I should express where we are. So I'm heading over. We've got the Erskine tent. We've already said hello to them. We've got the Sea Cadets. There's a giant brain, which is alzheimers.scot or .org, sorry. So I might head over there. But in the meantime, I'm going to throw back to Shannon.
And we are back. It's the Saturday drop-in at the Inverness Highland Games. I wasn't going to say the other name. It
sounded like somebody was saying the old name of the station.
No, I wasn't. I was going to say Inverness, but the whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, we've still got time to put in your Beat Detectives. There is Beat the intro if you are at the games today, but Tom has lured someone else in to have a chat.
Yes, I've lured more people. We keep using this phrase and I don't know if I approve of it. I'm joined by Katie. Katie is from Alzheimer's Scotland, who have got not just a tent, but Katie, tell us about your big brain.
So we have quite literally a giant inflatable brain with us at the Highland Games today. Her name is Babs. She's named after Dame Barbara Windsor, who was a huge advocate for brain health and dementia towards the end of her life. She sadly passed a few years ago. We do quite a lot of work with her widower, Scott Mitchell, and he gave us his blessing to name our big inflatable brain after her. So if you're at the Games today, do pop by and say hello. I'm sure you won't miss her. She's 4 metres tall, 7 metres long, and bright pink. So easy to spot. But what we're doing is, I sit in the Brain Health Scotland team within Alzheimer's Scotland as a community engagement officer, and what we're doing is a tour across Scotland at the moment, including a stop at the Highland Games. So we stop at lots of different community spaces and we try and bring people in, chatting about how it's never too early and it's never too late to look after your brain health. So just really trying to encourage people to think about what maybe small habit they could build into their daily life to better look after their brain, and hopefully with the goal of either reducing the risk of dementia later in life or delaying the onset of symptoms. So that's kind of the long-term goal, but just making sure we're all living healthy, happy lives.
So you mentioned there's some of the things you could be doing to help improve your brain health. So why don't you give us a couple of them?
Yeah, of course. So we break it down into 6 key categories. So there'll be the more obvious ones that we all already kind of know. So eating well and moving our bodies. So lots of that going on today, which is amazing. But then things that we talk about a little bit less. So staying connected, and that's learning all throughout our lives, and that's staying quite sociable. So there's lots. The way I like to look at it is there's so many options to pick from, but within those 6 key categories. So you've got switching off, so resting, sleeping. We've got keeping up with our regular health checks, so that's things like making sure you're going to keep on top of your prescription for your glasses, going to get hearing checks quite often. The waiting list at the moment for hearing aids is quite long, so we would encourage you to get in as soon as possible if you notice anything. Try and protect your hearing out at gigs. But yeah, there's so many different things that we can do, and it can be quite overwhelming, but the way we try and look at it is like that's such a big pool of options, and hopefully there will be one in there that you can connect with and try and build those healthy habits with.
And again, the preventative side is really important, but also people, factually, people are developing Alzheimer's, dementia. Presumably your charity also provides some care and support to people when they are affected by that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's at the absolute heart of our charity. So all across Scotland we support people living with dementia. At Alzheimer's Scotland we've got 26 centres all across Scotland, where people can kind of drop in, take part in our different groups. If anyone's got any concerns relating to memory or potentially going on to develop some kind of brain disease, you can always pop into one of our centres, have a chat with our team. They're all super friendly. I may be biased, but honestly they're an absolutely incredible team, and so you can always pop in, have a little chat, take part in our groups. Feel free to check out our website to see what kind of support that we offer, and we also do this sort of brain health work and amongst all that as well, so lots of things going on.
So tell us the website we need to know.
So it'll be www.altscot.org.co.uk.
And of course if you're just searching for Alzheimer's, that's going to come up.
If you search Alzheimer's Scotland, we'll probably be the first search up there, and there's also a couple of other good charities as well that might pop up as well that can offer other support too. So.
And one thing we always talk about here in the Saturday drop-in is if you do notice symptoms yourself, if you do notice things changing or in the people that you love, you can get across to nhsinform.scot for some initial information, speak to your GP, and if Alzheimer's and dementia is brought to your attention, head over to yourselves, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. You can chat to your GP. They often will refer you to sort of your local centre within Alzheimer's Scotland anyways, but yeah, linking in with GPs, linking in with our website, there's so much good support out there hopefully, so yeah.
Well, Katie, we're going to play another song, and in the meantime you are going to have a wee shot at Beat the Intro, I think, as well. So I'll hand back to Shannon.
Sounds
and
good.
Thanks very much, Katie.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Katie. We're running out of time.
We're done.
I know, we're done.
But we're still here until 5 o'clock here at the Highland Games.
We are
so
indeed.
If you are coming down a bit later on, still pop in and see us. But I believe we've got one matter to attend to, which is Beat Detective.
Yeah, we do. So the last time we hear the clue, your artist is 3 words: dark brown soil material and heavy fuel oil. And your song is 3 words as well. There are over 60 of these amongst this Highland freshwater space. So the artist, Tom, if it is a dark brown soil material and heavy fuel oil...
Well, dark brown soil material could be peat, and heavy fuel oil could be diesel.
Go away! I like
the young
that.
team aren't happy.
And then your song is there over 60 of these amongst the Highland freshwater space. What would it be?
Well, if it's 60 of the little woodland islands in the Lochmaree, it's the Lochmaree Islands.
It is indeed. We'll leave you with the answer to Beat Detective, Pete Deville, Lochmaree Islands. Thanks very much for listening. And again, we have the Hasties are up next, aren't
Yes, Jimmy's Jangles up next.
It is. So thank you very much for joining. We'll be back next week. Well, I won't, but Tom will be back.
You're never here.
It's a busy time. I'm very, very sorry. But Pete and Diesel for the Saturday drop-in. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.